Hello everyone, my name is Where Don't Care My Name Is, and here we go with my review for the 1999 Sleepy Hollow movie. Alright, so the film is based off the story of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which was written by Washington Irving, and the film was directed by Tim Burton. So, I think a lot of people already know the story of Sleepy Hollow, where it focuses on our main character, Ichabod Crane, who's a school teacher, goes to the town of Sleepy Hollow, which, yes, does exist, and I hope to visit it one day. And, of course, our main antagonist, the Headless Horseman. However, this film takes a different path from the story, and I like that. That's the first positive thing I can say about the story, is the fact that it takes a different direction, and it takes a little bit of a risk. So the story for this focuses on our main character, Ichabod Crane, who is actually a constable, not a teacher, and he wants to use forensic science to help solve crimes instead of following the same police procedures that that is being seen in that time period, which is 1799. So he's sent to this town of Sleepy Hollow, where there's a lot of unsolved murders going on, where a lot of the victims are being found with their heads cut off. So he has to figure out what's going on, and along the way, he finds out there is a conspiracy going on, there's a mystery going on in this town, so he has to figure it out, while at the same time, he encounters the Headless Horseman, who isn't a guy in a costume, he's actually really a Headless Horseman, so he has to figure out who is behind the Headless Horseman, why is he going after these people, and has to figure it out soon before those he does care about end up getting killed. So the story does a good job keeping you hooked on everything, from the mystery of it, of why, the Headless Horseman is doing this, and why, these specific people, why is it not going after everyone else? Why are these specific people he's going after? And along the way, you get some clues, and you figure out slowly but surely what's going on, at least who the person is. But once the main antagonist is revealed, you find out their backstory, why they're doing what they're doing, and it's actually not bad, and you kind of figure out, I think the only flaw is you kind of figure out near the end who the main antagonist is, but it's still not bad. It's still not a bad story, and it gives us a little bit of a background of the Headless Horseman, which we never got in the original story, at least I don't believe. All we know is some bits about it, but we get an actual backstory and where he comes from and how he came to the land, so it's actually not bad. So I give this film credit for the story and the direction it was taking, and how it became a mystery movie instead of the the kind of story we got from the actual story itself, or even the Disney version we got. So it's actually not bad. As far as the characters themselves, how do they all hold up? I like Johnny Depp's how he portrays Ichabod Crane, who's a quirky but also sympathetic character, humorous, but also squeamish at the sight of blood, and he has to overcome his fear and has to help protect those he cares about from the Headless Horseman. I like Christina Ricci's portrayal of her character, Katrina, as well. Her character is not bad, and I did like how she's trying to prove herself and even looks out for Ichabod, even cares for him. I did like that. The other characters do their job very well, especially Christopher Lee, the late, of course, Christopher Lee, so he does a good job with his role. And of course, Christopher Walken playing the Headless Horseman when he has his head, and Ray Park, who plays the Headless Horseman without the head. What I like about Christopher Walken is he doesn't need to say anything. The Headless Horseman doesn't have to say anything when he has his head. He's just looks like this crazy monster that just goes around swinging his sword and just screaming like like that's all he does, and that's what I like about it. It's like he doesn't need to say anything, and that's even near the end he doesn't need to say anything. So that's what I love about this character. The other characters, you really don't get much investment into them because you know who's gonna die, you know who's gonna live, so they're just there to get their heads cut off. Okay, what about the special effects? How's the environment, the music, how is all that? I like the music. It's when they need to play the music at certain points, they do a very good job. I like the setup for this. Tim Burton, say what you want about him, but the guy knows how to make dark, creepy areas look good and look creepy and scary. He does a good job with that. I like the design for Sleepy Hollow itself. I like the Headless Horseman as well. There isn't that much fear to it, so it's not really that scary, but it's still fun. It's still a fun mystery movie, and everything else looks very mysterious, looks very creepy, especially when they go into the forest, how creepy it looks. So they do a good job with this film. I think my only flaw with it is there are certain special effects that does make it look very bad, but especially 20 years later. But it's still not a bad movie. It's still good. I love the story. I love the direction it took. I like the characters a lot different than what we got from the original story, and I like the way Tim Burton makes the whole town looks creepy. It looks very depressing. Looks, you know, it's just fun. It's just a fun movie. So yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Is it a great horror movie? No, it's a good, decent film that I think a lot of people can enjoy, can sit back, relax, and have a good time. So I have no problem with it. So yeah, I do recommend watching it. Just don't let your kids see it, because no, this is not it for them. So that's it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check out my favorite page, check out my Twitter page, and I'll see you next time to give you more love and more entertainment. So until then, take care. See you next time, guys. Bye.